I want to thank everybody who took the time to come out here, to drive, fly, whatever method of transportation you chose. Thanks. This is the kind of turnout that we need and better to get the message out there, let people know that our Second Amendment right is something that is not to be taken for granted. We've been seeing, I missed some of the earlier speakers, I apologize. So if I recap some of what they've spoken about, so be it. We've been seeing a lot of stuff going on now. Bloomberg has been spending a lot of money. Soros, we've been hearing about that. I don't want to get into a political discussion too much right now because that's not what we're about. But the fact is, they're trying to buy our rights. They're trying to take them away. They feel threatened because they can't impose their will upon us. And that's one of the distinctions about a free society is when you have the ability to say no, people have less of an opportunity to impose their will on you. And unfortunately, we've been seeing a little bit too much of that coming out of states like Washington, Oregon, California, obviously, Illinois, New York, the whole Northeast. Why is it the first 13 colonies that that liberated and became the nation are now like the poster children for tyranny and everything that that we're trying to get rid of? I don't understand that. Anyway, we've got a fight on our hands at the national level and the state level. The state organizations are really where the trenches are. The local outfits are getting out there. We're getting out there. We're talking to our legislatures. We're talking to them, getting the message across that we're not going to put up with these laws that do nothing to really protect society, but just do harm to us, don't give us the ability to protect ourselves and our loved ones. The problem is a lot of the stuff that starts down at the states ends up on the federal level. If we can nip it in the bud down here. Is there like a certain side of this microphone I'm supposed to talk into? Sorry about that. If we can nip this stuff in the bud in the states, we've got a better chance of not seeing this stuff spread like wildfire. Most of the stuff we've seen coming out of California and those states, they're petri dishes for what they can get away with. And it's literally what they're trying to do. How far can they push us without having a real problem on their hands? And if they keep going, they're going to have that problem. None of us want it to get there. We'd rather see this resolved peacefully. Let us have our rights. We're not disturbing anybody. As FDLEs established, concealed carry permit holders, 6 times more law-abiding than even law enforcement. And what does that tell you? I mean, we've got a demographic here that's gone out. They've taken the time to invest their money, their time, and to learn, to prepare themselves, to defend themselves, and take the responsibility to look out for themselves. They've been vetted by the FBI. What more can you ask for? These are people that are trying to follow the rules because all they want to do is just be able to protect themselves and their loved ones. And yet they target us and they demonize us. You see the article, the NRA and all the gun lobby and all of this, and they're talking about that. Yet it's we're against the same people. We don't want the criminals having the guns. Show us a way to get them out of their hands. Every time they do something, all they're doing is they're just impacting us. So we really need to try and get that message across to our elected officials. Some of them know that, some of them are afraid, some of them are just on a mission on their own. So, we have to try and determine which ones are worth the investment of trying to, as Mark Walters would say, trying to fix them. We need to try and get the message across and, get involved with your organizations, state level, national level, whatever you can do. If you can't go out and participate, at least get on the computer, start sending emails, start making phone calls, go visit your local representative. They all have offices, they have hours at some point where they're going to be there. Stop in and visit them. Be polite, be courteous, but be persistent and let them know that you're not going to back down, that these are our rights and these are issues that we're not going to back off on. So that was pretty much all I was going to touch on. Like I said, this was kind of just a shooting from the hip, if you'll pardon the pun. Just want to get up there and give a little hoorah for that. Florida Carry, in case you don't know, we have 11 regions set up in the state. There's a map on our page on Facebook, and I believe it's on the website as well. And if you get together with any of us today, we can probably point you in the right direction for your local region. Get involved with them. Try and go to some of the events that we have, be it the open carry fishing events that we have, the camping event like this, and the other events we've been starting to gear up now a lot more with the legislative session is going out there and actually showing up at their doorstep and letting them know, hey, we're firearms owners. We're responsible, and we're not going to put up with this, violation of our rights. So with that, I'm going to pretty much end it, and we'll hand it off from there to Kevin.